is anyone joining the session or?
I don't know. They didn't tell anything. They said someone will join, but they told me that if no one joins, it's fine for them. Even you are there, they asked me to continue.
Okay, yeah, then we'll continue.
Yeah. So first topic is data types and variables in Java. So
Okay. Yeah, Rohit, can you hold up 5 minutes? I'll be back in 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'll wait.
Okay, thank you.
So do you know anything about data types?
Data types, integer is the right? Int.
Yeah,
float.
yeah.
Yeah, I know about that.
How many data types are there in Java?
There are 5, I think. Int, double, float.
First tell me the number, then you can tell the data types.
I am not sure exactly. Maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to the classes. Just I checked in the Google.
Okay. I will tell you in this way. First, forget the number.
Okay.
And don't tell the data types also. But you are not following some order. I will tell you some order to easily remember those data types. Okay.
Okay.
First, we'll see. We have numbers. We have strings. We have names, right? We have numbers. We have names.
Yes.
Okay. To hold the numbers, we have 6 data types. We don't consider all those. First, I will put int to hold numbers. Okay.
Okay.
Then to hold the names, there is a data type named char. Okay. To evaluate conditions, we have a data type called boolean. True false. It will return true false.
Okay.
This is there to evaluate conditions. So first remember all these 3.
Okay.
These 3 are different from each other because one for strings. Char is for sequence of char is nothing but a string. This is for holding names.
Okay.
Int is for numbers, handling numbers. Boolean is for evaluating condition. It can take only 2 values. Either it is true or false. Okay.
Okay.
Now I am segregating int into several types. Int, long, short, byte. So these all 4 are there to hold integers, to hold numbers. Okay. So if all are holding numbers, there should be some difference, right? Why do we need these many? If all are same, then we can continue with one thing, right? So there should be some difference. What is the difference between them is their length will vary.
Okay.
Okay, int can hold 32 bit. Bit means either 0 or 1. Okay. Int can hold 32 bits. Long can hold 64 bits. Okay. Byte can hold 8 bits. Short can hold 16 bits. Okay. Then we have 2 more. Name.
Hello.
Hello, Swati.
Yeah.
You are hearing me, right?
Actually, I can't see your screen. I can just hear your voice.
You are not seeing my screen?
No. It says, just organization present.
No. Sorry, Swati. Actually, you asked me for 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
At that time, I stopped showing my screen.
Okay. Yeah, now I can.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem.
So we have three data types, mainly char, int, boolean, as we discussed.
Yes.
Okay. Now I segregated int into 4.
Yes.
Byte, short, int, long.
Okay.
Long. So the difference is byte can hold 8 characters, short can hold 16, 16 bits, int can hold 32 bits, and long can hold 64 bits.
Okay.
So we have char, and char is for strings, all these are for numbers, and boolean is for evaluating condition. It can accept either true or false. And we have two more called float and double.
Okay.
So why do we need float and double? So the necessity of float and double comes into picture when you are having decimal values. Like if you have a number like 3.2, okay, you you can't hold these kind of values through these four data types: byte, short, int, long. This point 2 is called as precision. Okay,
Okay.
these precision values we can't hold it through int or short or long or byte. They can hold only these values.
Okay.
So if you want to hold the precision values, then you should use one of those, either float or double. Okay, the difference between float and double is float can hold 32 bit and double can hold 64 bit. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Now how many data types are there in Java?
There
1,
are 1,
2, and these are 4. 2 plus 4 6, and 2 8. There are 8 data types in Java.
Okay, got it.
So at any time if I ask you during the course about data types, you should be in a position to answer it. Okay,
Yeah, sure.
so draw the same diagram. First come up with 3 data types like char, int, boolean. Then segregate int into 4 types: byte, short, int, long, based on their length. Then to hold the precision values we need one more data type. So remember float, and
Okay.
again add double to it based on length. Float can
Okay.
hold only 32, double can hold 64. Okay,
Yeah.
you got it right?
Yes, I got it.
Yeah, can I erase the diagram?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm erasing it. So now we have variables. Okay, what does that mean by variable? I am creating a new project for you. So I created a class. You're able to see the program, right?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, see. In this method, I didn't declare I. I declared I here and I am using it. I am using the same I here. Okay. This is called global variable. If I declare a variable at class level instead of method level, that is called global variable.
Okay.
The same variable I can use anywhere. See, this I am able to use here also. I equal to plus 8. I am able to use it, right?
Yes.
J plus equal to 10. Actually, I declared J here.
Yes.
I declared J here. Even it's not allowing me to use J here. See, J cannot be resolved into a variable. So, it's not all recognizing J as a variable. Because you declared J at method level. So, scope of the J will be limited only to these braces.
Okay.
At the end of the method, you can't use J. These are called local variables. Okay? But you declared I here, right? You can use I in any one of the methods of the class. I used I here, I used I here. In method 1 I used I, in method 2 I used I by declaring once at class level. Even I have 10 more methods, I can use I directly. That is called global variable. So, if you declare a variable at class level, that is called global variable. If you declare a variable at method level, that is called local variable. Local variable scope is restricted only to the method. You can't use it in another method. Okay, Swati?
Okay.
Okay. So, in variables, there are two types. One is global, one is local. Global variables are nothing but the variables which are declared at class level. Local variables are the ones which are declared at method level. Clear? Yeah. And one more thing is called, there are two more variable types. Those are related to non-access modules. I will explain static again, but variables, we are discussing variables, right? That's why I want to mention about static and non-static variables also.
Okay.
Sometimes we will keep static variable in front of a variable. Static keyword in front of a variable. Sorry. Sometimes we don't keep it. Few people will use static without knowing the significance of the static. Okay? That is wrong. Before using static, you should know the significance of the static. When should I go ahead with static? When shouldn't I use static? Okay? So we'll try to learn that. So for this, I will take an example. So you are an employee, you are working somewhere, okay? So I have a class named employee to describe the behavior of employees within that organization, okay? So as an employee, you will definitely contain an ID, right? Employee ID they will provide, okay? That employee ID will vary from one employee to another employee. If they provide an ID of 100 to you, then they will definitely provide some other ID to some other employee. They don't give 100 to everyone, right?
Yes.
The ID will vary from employee to employee. You agree? Okay. So you have a name. So will it vary from employee to employee, or is it same for all the employees?
In the name?
Come again?
No, you are asking about the name or
Name
the
will vary.
ID number?
Yeah, name will change, right, from employee to employee.
Yes, it changes.
Yeah, so I declared it as non-static. If I don't put static in front of a variable, that will become non-static variable. Okay, okay, Swati?
Okay.
Yeah. Now, employee salary. It will also vary, right, from employee to employee. They don't give same salary to everyone. Okay?
Yes.
But now I am declaring a property named company name.
Okay. It
So,
should be same,
for
right?
all the employees within the organization, company name is same, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I will declare it as static.
Mm-hmm.
So, we will see what will happen if I declare company name as static.
Okay.
So, I created an object for employee class.
Mm-hmm.
1 minute. Let me create getters and setters for this class. Set name Swati. So E1 dot set company name Google. So I created an employee and I am setting the properties of that employee. Okay, I gave the employee name as Swati and I set her company as Google.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I am creating one more employee, employee E2 equal to new employee. I am not setting any values for the employee 2, but I am trying to print the values. E2 dot get name. See, for employee 2 I didn't set any properties, but so that's why his name returned as null.
Okay.
But even I didn't set his company name, it returned
Okay.
as Google.
Okay.
Why is it returned as Google? Means I declared that property as static.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so I will explain what will happen if you declare a variable as static in memory management. Okay,
Okay.
so there are many memory blocks, but currently we will discuss only about two, Swati. Okay,
Okay.
you can write it down. You can maintain a note for this. Otherwise, I will
Yeah.
share the recorded videos also. It's your wish. So we will discuss about two things. One is heap, another one is static block.
Okay.
Okay, so all the objects will be created in heap.
Okay.
So I created two objects, right? My first object is E1, my second object is E2. Okay,
Okay.
all the non-static variables will be created in object itself.
Okay.
So for employee ID is there, right? ID, name, salary will be maintained per instance or per object you can call. Okay.
Okay.
This employee also contain ID, name, salary.
Okay.
They created per instance because they declared as non-static variables.
Mm-hmm.
and you set E1 name as Swati, right?
Yes.
So Swati value will be set here.
Okay.
And I didn't set any value to E2, right? So its value will be null.
Okay.
But what happens in case of static means, if you declare some variable as static, that will be created in static block. In static block, per class, one memory will be created. So this is employee class, right? So in static block, for employee class, one memory will be allocated. In that memory, that static variable will be created. What is the static variable here? Company name.
Yes.
Company name will be created, and all the objects of the employee class will utilize the same variable.
Okay.
They will be pointed like this. So even you create 100 objects, only one company name variable will be created.
Yes.
Okay. So if you want to share some data among the objects, you will declare that variable as the static.
Okay.
If a data varies from one object to another, then you will make it as non-static.
Okay.
Okay. In our example, why e2.getCompanyName is returning value as Google means, when you are setting value for E1, that will be set here, right? Company name equal to Google. Both the objects are pointing to the same variable. So even you don't set value for E2, it is returning Google because it is also pointing to the same variable.
Yeah.
So I wrote this program to prove this concept. Okay? Yeah. So if someone asks you when will you declare static variables means, what will you tell?
Okay. If the employer has the same company name,
No,
then
don't explain it with an example. You have to tell like this. If you want to share some data among the objects, then we will declare that variable as the static.
okay.
Okay. Static variables will be created per class. Okay. For a class, only one static variable will be created. But non-static variables will be created per object or per instance you can call.
Okay.
If you have 100 objects, 100 non-static variables will be created. That means 100 IDs will be created. Okay.
Okay.
But even you have 100 object you can call it as instance also.
Okay.
Even you have 100 objects or 100 instance, only one static variable will be created because it is creating per instance.
Yes.
Okay, Swati?
Yeah. Got it.
I can erase this diagram, right?
Yeah. You can go ahead.
Yeah. So, in variables, we discussed about two things first. First, we discussed about global and local variables. What does it mean by global variable?
Global variable declared at class level.
Yeah, good. What does it mean by local variable?
Local variable declared at method level.
A method level, nice. Now, then we declared about two types, static variables and non-static variables. So, when will you declare static variables?
For shared data among the objects,
Yeah, you will place it as static. Yeah, static variables will be created per what?
For one instance, I mean for one class.
Yeah, no, don't call it as instance. Instance means object. Static variables will be created per class.
Okay.
Okay. Non-static variables will be created per instance or per object you can call. Okay. Okay, Swati. Clear, right?
Yeah.
So we have finished our first topic in our course content. Now we'll go ahead with constants. So if you want to declare a constant in Java, what will you do? So now I declared I, right?
Yes.
So in this I declared I and I placed a value 4 here. Now I equal to plus 8 means I equal to I plus 8. Both are same. Okay.
Okay.
You can write it in this way also.
Okay.
Meaning is I am adding 8 to here. So if I in this method I am adding 4 to I. Okay. So if I run method 1, what is the value for I?
Method 1 for I is it's 8.
Yeah, I is 8, right? Then why is it returning I equal to I plus 4? Oh, sorry, Swati. Not here. I'm sorry. I plus equal to 4 I need to place. We place it plus this side, right? That is wrong. Okay, plus equal to this is an operator. Okay,
Okay.
run as Java application. Now it's returning me 8, right? So
Yes.
I don't need this. If I declare some value and if I place some value there, it should not change for the entire program.
Okay.
That is the meaning of constant, right? If I turn some variable as constant, its value should not change at any cost.
Yes.
So how will you declare constants in Java means by making the variable as final.
Okay.
If you make the variable as final, it doesn't allow you to change its value. See, it's giving compilation error as the quick fix. It's saying that remove the final modifier of I. Okay. If I remove final modifier of I, then it will allow.
Yes.
So if I make it as final, it doesn't allow. It will give you compilation error. So how will you declare a constant in Java means by declaring that variable as final, I can make it as constant.
Okay.
Okay, na? Yeah. So that's all about constants. So by declaring a variable as final, we can make it as a constant.
Okay.
Now arrays. So what does it mean by array? So what is the significance of array? Have you heard about arrays?
No.
Okay, yeah. Your name is Swati. If I want to store your name, I can create a string variable. Okay. Like string name equal to Swati. I can write it like this. Okay. You are inviting some people for your birthday party. Okay. So you want to make a list. So there are around 20 people are there. So I can't place all the 20 names here, right? Within a single name, I can't put 20 names.
Yes.
So I want to keep all the names. To keep all the names, I need some data structure. I need some way to store all same kind of values. Okay, now all are names, right? All are strings, right?
Yes.
But they are more in number. They are more than one. So to serve that purpose, arrays came into picture. Okay,
Okay.
arrays are nothing but collection of similar data types. In
Okay.
simple words, you can say array as collection of similar data types. Here, collection of names. So I can declare array like this: string name equal to new string of, if you are planning to invite 20 people, then you can declare your array like this.
Okay.
Names equal to new string 20. In names of 0, you can put the names of the people who are going to invite.
Okay.
Names of 1, names of 0, names of 1 equal to something like that you can place. Okay.
Okay.
This is one way of declaration, and you can declare like this also. String names to you can give the values here itself.
Okay.
So this is declaring the array and putting the values after declaring it.
Okay.
Here you are initializing the array at the time of declaration itself. You are putting the values
Okay.
at the time of declaration itself. We will see what will happen. In both the cases. So in first case, it will happen like this. After executing this line, it will create an array of size 20.
Okay.
And I forgot to mention the default values of the data types. Remember this. String default value is string default value is null. If you don't give a value for a string variable, null will be stored there. Okay.
Okay.
For int, the default value is 0. If you just declare int I and if you don't provide any value for I, 0 will be stored in I. Okay. Default value for boolean is false. Boolean is false. Okay. So here you declared an array of size 20 and you didn't give any values. So that's why an array will be created and all null values will be placed. Null, 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 like that 20 nulls will be placed. Here we are putting D in names of 0. Then null will be replaced with D. We are putting E in names of 1. Then this null will be replaced with E. Remaining all will be maintained with null values.
Yes.
But in case of names 2, here you didn't provide any size. These 3 values you provided, right? So
Yes.
Java will create an array of size 3 and instead of putting null values, here you provided values, right? Directly it will place those values A, B, C.
Okay.
So this is the best way of creating arrays.
Okay.
At the time of, if you know the values, then it's good to initialize them at the time of declaration itself.
Mm-hmm.
So you can declare int arrays also, like by its definition itself, arrays are nothing but collection of similar data types. You can put all the strings at one place and you can put all the integers at some place, but using arrays you can't put strings and integers together. You can't place.
Okay.
You can place only similar data types, collection of similar data types. That's why I'm saying collection of similar data types. You can't club both strings and integers at a time in a single array. Okay.
Okay.
If you want to place integers, need to declare one more array.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So we learned about arrays, right? So what does it mean by array now?
Collection collection of similar data types.
Yeah, collection of similar data types is nothing but array. You can't place different data types together using arrays.
Arrays.
That's it. These are the two types of declarations we have in array.
Okay.
One is just declaring and initializing the values later. Here,
Okay.
at the time of declaration itself, we initialize the values of the array.
Okay.
Yeah. So, now conditional statements. Okay, these are also very important because what I am telling is without knowing these things you can't write any program in Java, and even you learn Selenium you can't write the programs, right?
Yes.
That's why if we cover all these things you can happily write programs in Selenium using Java. So
Okay.
now we'll start conditional statements. Swati, today I am recording the session.
Okay.
Yeah, I need small favor from you. If I forget to record, just remind me to record from
Yes.
the next
Sure.
session. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, thanks. So when will we use if block? Okay.
Okay.
So I have a scenario like this. Okay. I am I am correcting question papers.
Okay.
35 is my pass mark.
Mm-hmm.
I am so generous. If a student get uh, around 32 33 marks, I want to add 2 more marks to him to make him clear the exam.
Okay.
Okay, I have a condition like that. So if he gets below 32 or 31, I don't add any marks. If he get more than 35, I don't add. If he is in between 32 to 35, if he is in between 33 to 35, I want to add 2 more marks to make him pass. Okay, that is my condition. So here into marks, some marks will come into marks equal to, I am putting 32.
Okay.
So what I am trying to do, if marks less than 35 and marks greater than 33, that means greater than or equal to 33, otherwise you can make it as greater than 32.
Okay.
So that means greater than 32 means 33 will come and 34 will come. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so for those 2 marks I am planning to add 2 more marks plus equal to marks plus equal to 2. Okay, this is out equal to marks. So now I have 32 here. Will it add 2 to this?
Yes.
No. 32 is not in the range of uh, 32 to 35, right? 33 to 35. Because it's not greater than or equal to. It's just greater
Okay.
than.
Okay.
Okay?
Great. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So it doesn't add. So it returned 32.
Mm-hmm.
If I make it as
32 into this 35. Okay. satisfied.
Hello, Swati.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you are there, right? Yeah. So if your program execution is same for all situations, then you
Yes.
can simply write it.
Mm-hmm.
But if it depends on some situation, if it depends on some condition, you will go ahead with conditional statements. If is one of those, if is one of those.
Hello.
Hello, Swati.
Yeah.
You are hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Did you say anything?
No, actually, I think your signal is little bit weak. Sometimes it's breaking.
Oh, my voice is breaking.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's
Yeah,
audible, right?
now it's clear.
Yeah. So if your program execution flow is same for all the situations, then you will go ahead by simply writing the code.
Okay.
If it varies based.
Hello. Hello.
So
Yeah. Again break. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, when will you use conditional statement means if your flow varies based on some condition,
Okay.
then you will use conditional statements in your flow.
Okay.
If it is common for all the situations, that means all conditions, then you can simply write it. Now,
Okay.
marks equal to mark plus 2 will be executed only when this condition is returning true.
Yes.
Otherwise, it doesn't execute. So, in such situations, we will go ahead with conditional statements. Okay.
Okay.
And one more thing is there. If else if.
Okay.
What is the significance of if else if? If someone gets more than 90,
Okay.
so I want to appreciate them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I want to print a statement like good. Okay.
Okay.
So here if I put if, what will happen is first it will evaluate this condition.
Okay.
Irrespective of its result, it will evaluate this condition also.
Okay.
Okay, that means if your marks are 34, then it will return true, right?
Yes.
If your marks are 34, it doesn't mean there is no chance to get more than 90.
Yes.
If your marks are 34, then no need to evaluate this condition, right?
Yes.
You need to evaluate this condition only when this condition is false.
Okay.
If this condition is true, it's clearly saying that your marks are either 34 or 35.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is no chance to get more than 90.
Okay.
Then unnecessarily we are evaluating this condition, right?
Yes.
To skip this kind of situations, they introduced else if.
Else.
So if you use else if, it will evaluate this condition only when the prior condition is false. When the prior condition returns false, then only this condition will be evaluated. If this condition is true, then it will skip this condition evaluation. Okay.
Okay.
That is the purpose of if and else if. So if you have two conditions and second condition depends on the first condition, then you should go ahead with else if only. Don't use if. Use if else if. Okay.
Okay.
Clear, right?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. And one more thing is fetch. Switch blocks will be used like this. So I have some cases. I gave some value to like groups. Like I have two genders, male and female.
Mm-hmm.
If I give the what you call, if I give the group number as 1, that is male.
Okay.
Group number 2 is female.
Okay.
So if I want to print it, I can simply write a switch statement.
Okay.
Okay. So what will it do is, here I am giving 1. So I am giving 1 here. So it will evaluate. It will execute the condition. It will execute the statements in case 1 block.
Okay.
So run as Java application. It will return you mail. It return mail, right?
Yes.
If I give 2 here, then it will return female. And one more keyword is there in switch default.
Okay.
Not a valid number. So if someone provides me 3 or 4,
Okay.
only 2 genders are there, right? So I'm giving it as not a valid number. Okay.
Okay.
So if none of the cases evaluates to true, then default condition will be executed. Okay. Not a valid number. Okay.
Okay.
And one more thing you need to remember in switch is the significance of break.
Okay.
If you don't put break here, it will execute all the case blocks.
Okay.
First it will evaluate one by one. If one of the case block returns true,
Okay.
then all the next case blocks will be executed without evaluating the condition itself. So if I make it 1, run as Java application. See, it returned male and female.
Okay.
So I have given the value as 1. So it should return true. But it is false, right? But if I don't place break here, it will execute all other case blocks too. So to stop it there itself, we are putting break here.
Okay.
Okay, so don't forget to put break in each case block. If you don't put break in each case block, then it will continue with the remaining execution of the case blocks too, without evaluating their conditions. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, it's clear, right?
Yes, clear.
Yeah. For today, we can stop the class, Swati.
Okay.
Do you have any doubts? You can ask me. We covered these 4 topics: data types, variables, constants, arrays, conditional statements.
Okay.
Tomorrow we can continue with loop statements, operators, classes, objects, and others. These 3 topics I can cover, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you have any doubts?
No, it's clear actually.
If you don't ask, I will ask you.
No, I got
Yeah. How many data types in Java?
There are 8 data types
Yeah.
in Java. Character, int, long, short, byte, boolean, float, and double. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello,
Yeah.
Swati. Yeah. Again, some problem, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. So I am stopping the session, Swati.
Okay.